We're in Hawke's Bay area at the moment. If you know New Zealand, you know your wine, it's wine country. Although we're a bit away from the wineries, there's more sheep country here. I'll just turn around. And we got here, there's sheep all over those hills. And a few cows. And maybe 200 metres away from us is the Tuki River, I think that's how it's pronounced. And when I'm not talking, you can actually hear the river running and the birds and the slight breeze. And every now and then a logging truck goes past. But the view here is beautiful. I was trying to decide which lens to use. That's the old faithful 24 to 200 on there at the moment on the Z6 II. I might dig out the 14 to 30, which I haven't used on this trip yet. It's a great lens. Trip down here, Apple Maps said it was about 5.5 hours, something like that, depending which way you went, maybe 6.5. Turned out to be about, including stopping to go to the toilet and have something to eat and to buy some groceries, about 8 hours. Thankfully the next few trips are going to be about 2 hours, 2.5 hours, according to Apple Maps, could be longer. Over to Taranaki tomorrow morning. So if it is only 2.5 hours, I'll have a bit of time to explore on the way. Fair bit of road works on the way down here. And I think the first lot we went through, every single road worker waved to us on the way through. We thought we was going too fast at first, but no, they were just being friendly. It's one thing we've noticed here. The locals are friendly. Although I think maybe it depends on how you talk to people too. I don't know if you can hear that. There's an airport not that far from here, so every now and then there's a light aircraft flies past. I'd have a look at Flight Radar 24 to see what it is. Oh, it's a Tomahawk. Piper Tomahawk. I think I've got a spot on my sensor. I set myself a challenge of photographing a swamp harrier on this trip. This isn't one. This is one. This is probably the best picture I've got. I mentioned yesterday that The next couple of trips were only about 2.5 hours. That was being a bit optimistic. That's what Apple Maps told us. So we got in the car this morning to leave Hawke's Bay about 9:30, and the GPS was telling us we'd get here at 5:30. You can do the maths to work out how long that'd take. It actually took us about at least 2 hours less than that. I thought 2 hours, 2.5 hours was a bit optimistic. Anyway, have a look where we are. I don't know if you can see that. I'll show you some pictures anyway. Mount Taranaki. Snow too. It's about 22 degrees where we are now. And it's obviously colder than that up there. The bedroom here basically looks straight out towards that. There's a huge garden. Great exercise. I'm getting tangled up in the grass. Get my steps up here. I don't know if this is swampy or not. It'll be sunny's on, I can't see. So yeah, there's a pond. They have pet ducks here. Cats, dog. I think there's a couple of lambs. Because it's New Zealand, there's got to be, hasn't there? I'm not sure. But that looks like buttercups to me. I haven't seen buttercups since I was a kid in Hertfordshire. And there's a cell tower right next door, so I don't know if it's for the carrier we're using. They got good Wi-Fi here anyway. Anyway, there's going to be some excellent pictures from here. One thing I've noticed with a lot of New Zealand, as we drive around, it's like, oh, this looks like such and such a place in Australia. This looks like such and such a place. There is nothing in Australia that looks remotely like that. I was talking to the owner of this property yesterday while she was in the spa, and I said, do you mind if I fly the drone here? I always forget to ask, so I don't usually get to fly it, but she said, yeah, no problem. It's all good publicity, that kind of thing. And so I got up this morning. There was a bit of a cloud around the mountain, and then it cleared as the sun came up. And hopefully the wind's not blowing on this too much. There's Mount Taranaki now. It's been like that pretty much all day. And it's been a bit breezy. I did fly the drone anyway. And I got some good footage, I'll show some of that. I'd highly recommend, if you're staying, or if you're visiting Taranaki and you want somewhere with a good view, you can't beat this place. It's got plenty to look at. When the weather's good, you've got a really good view of the mountain, and it's got an excellent B-day. If you've never used a B-day, can't keep the wife off of it. It's even got a warm seat. And when you go in there, the lid opens automatically. Oh, and I've lost my reading glasses. These are not them. We've looked everywhere about half a dozen times, haven't we, Donna? So if you see a pair, I lost my wedding ring once. Looked everywhere for it, even in the bins at work. We ended up replacing it. I found it 5 months later in the backyard, sitting in the grass, right where we'd walked several times. It's turning into a really nice afternoon. It'll even look better than yesterday afternoon, where it was a beautiful sunset. If you can see behind me, just move. Oh, that way, that way. Some nice cloud formation there. The clouds breaking over the mountain. I have the Osmo Action 4 on the bedroom window shooting a time lapse, so should that clear away, it's going to look excellent, I hope. And if these clouds behind me clear away as well, the sun gets low, we might have a really nice sunset. Still haven't found my glasses. They're looking really cool. See if I can turn you around and zoom you in. Can't see a thing on this screen. I suspect some of that cumulus cloud is hanging around now just because the mountain is there. Not because it's being nasty or anything, it's physics, isn't it? Ooh. I can see the shadow moving up the mountain now. The sun's going down, and it's going down behind the clouds, so I don't think there's going to be much light. But considering what the weather was like all day, I didn't think it was going to turn on like this. I mean, it could be better maybe. Depends on my editing. But yeah, it definitely looks pretty specky. Don't leave the camera behind, I already lost my glasses. I've also already shot this once and I forgot to hit record. Holy shit. Don't put something of a magnetic base on a dirt road, it's not a good idea. Sun's come out, and even better, look at that, clouds are clearing, so I might be able to get some drone shots of the mountain. One thing I didn't mention yesterday, I didn't actually realise, as you can see the ocean from here. Just flip you around. In fact, this area is pretty much surrounded on about 3 sides by water. We're looking over to the west-northwest, I think. Excuse me, I've got an audience. Say hello. No? I just said a lot of stuff to the camera and wasn't recording. As I said, looks like there's enough cloud here. Might get some crepuscular rays. I don't know if I've said this before, but if you're ever looking for a place to stay and you can't decide whether you want the mountains or the sea, come up here, because I can see the sea from here and there's a mountain behind me. Hello, toilet. Not only does it get ready for you, it's a room with a view. You can see the mountain when the cloud's not there. Here's a few images of Taranaki. I couldn't decide which ones I like the best, so you've got a few of the mountain. Let me know in the comments if you've got a favourite. Where are we again? No. We're at Acacia Bay today. Right about an hour and a half ago. Acacia Bay is actually part of Lake Taupo, which would be the biggest body of water in the North Island, New Zealand anyway. We've been sitting here watching the yacht sail past and the meat bombers. And if you don't know what a meat bomber is, don't Google it. I wouldn't recommend it. Because I Googled it before and it said something about terrorists. And if you Google meat bomb, it's some kind of meal. I think it's a term that's not used very often. It's more of a pilot's thing. Basically, a meat bomber is someone that flies a plane up to about 15,000 feet and then drops 80 or 90 kilo parcels of meat with parachutes attached to their backs. That almost gives me a funny look. Yeah, meat bombs are just skydivers, parachutists, lumps of meat that plummet earthwards. And I can hear one flying around now. I may even show some pictures. It's so far away over the other side of the lake, they're little dots, so we'll see what happens. Anyway, not walking around the garden like I've been the last couple of places because I'm relaxing. Remember in the previous video I mentioned the feral blackbirds? Well, I thought this was one, but it's actually a common starling, also feral. Beautiful plumage. Just in Matamata at the moment. Most people know where Hobbiton is the movie set. It was just outside Hobbiton. Can't get into our accommodation for a couple of hours, hour. So we just had lunch at Subway. Right behind me is the Tourist Information Centre. It looks like a building from The Hobbit. One thing I forgot to say, a lot of places here, because of the Hobbit and Lord of the Rings Association, They're named after different things from the movies. There's a Pippin florist, a couple of streets over, or next street over. And I'm pretty sure I saw a statue of Gollum somewhere. There's also a small statue in the information centre that I just came out of. What I was going to say now. We're just outside Matamata at the moment. About 4 kilometres as the crow flies that direction is the movie set for of Hobbiton, from Lord of the Rings and Hobbit movies. We've got a tour book there tomorrow. It's forecast 85% chance of rain. It's actually raining now, we just had to move the furniture. They do provide brollies. Where we are now is not that far from where we were last night, Taupo. We would have got here really quick, and we still had to kill some time anyway. But so we went through Rotorua. Donna's pulling faces at me. Rotorua is known for thermal pools and all that kind of thing. To the point, back about 30 years ago, there was a comedy thing on the radio. It was kind of political satire kind of thing. Anytime they mentioned New Zealand, you'd get the supposed New Zealand national anthem, which went, "God loves New Zealand, he gave us boiling mud." Don't count. No. Yeah, anyway, I wish I'd had the camera set up in the car when we went through there for the reaction videos, because you know when you're driving along and you've got your dogs with you and one of them farts in the back seat? That was a bit... I was thinking sulphur, but no, it's dog fart smell. There's a little bit of a smell here of the same thing, and Donna and I are both denying all responsibility. What else was I going to say? Oh yeah, for copyright reasons, you can take photos and film stuff at Hobbiton set, but you can't use it for commercial reasons. Well, we can't use it to make money. I'm not making money from this channel anyway. Yeah. Please like and subscribe. But yeah, I'll probably film a lot, but you might not see a lot in this video. We'll see. And after here, we're a bit over doing 5-6 hour drive, so we're going just north of Auckland. We got 3 nights, one place, 3 nights another night, so we spend a little bit more time there. I can't remember the names of the places, but you'll find out later on in this video. Remember that sheep at Taranaki a couple of days ago? Was watching me. And that's all for this one. Please like and subscribe, and if you do, I promise I won't sink your boat.